Good afternoon, and a quick tutorial on the new customer notifications module that's been added. You'll find this new module in your menu under the health and safety tab, option, and it's their customer notifications. Customer notifications obviously are hazard or uh, risks that have been identified by the engineer and are used to inform the customer. Okay, so anything raised from the app, which just as a quick notice, you'll notice there's a new button at the bottom on the very latest version, and from there the engineer is offered the familiar screens to enter the details of the risk or the notification. Okay, so back to the portal view for now. To get a full view, I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you click on these three green white bars here, it slides the menu over and gives you a much wider screen to view. Also, if you click on this little icon here, you get a full view with nothing to interrupt. So we'll use that one because it's a nice clean view. So initially, when you first load this screen, you will be presented report data from the current month. So at the moment we're 1st of July to the 31st of July, and as you can see today is the 7th. And you, again, in the familiar format, you'll be presented with the data, the risk ID, the notification ID, the date it was generated, by whom, the address and the postcode of the premises where the notification was. We also have some more tabs. The email sent, self-explanatory. This is either set to true or false. If an email has been sent from the engineer on the app or from within the screens that you see here, obviously that will be set to true, otherwise false. So we've got an easy way of just identifying who has been emailed, who hasn't been emailed. We're able to resend emails even if they have been sent before, as I'll show you now, but again, gives you a quick view over that. And as per other reports, we can click on the little arrow and get a quick overview of where the hazard type, notification, and also the details of it. If we pull up another one there, we've got a JB number if that's been entered as potential asbestos. The risks and hazards types, by the way, are entered in the settings screen under settings, customer notifications, and these can be as many or as few as you want. So you can add, as new ones appear, they can be added, and once they're added, these appear on the engineer's apps to keep everything nice and uniform. Okay, and as per other reports, that's just a side note, we can, if we want to just print a quick report off, we can. We don't get the pictures, but we get the details and when this was generated. As you're aware, engineers are able to enter pictures into the or must enter a picture into the notification. These will be generated, as you can see, in the pop-up. So if we double click a row, we get a pop-up to view in-house. So again, same details, but this time we do get some pictures come up. Again, as you're aware, date and time stamped, and if the engineers added any notes, that would appear here. I haven't on these, but if they did, they would. Okay, so we've got, again, exactly the same details, who it is, hazard risk, and the details of the risk. The date the report was done, with a JB number if there is one. Okay, so nothing too fancy, nothing too great to see there. The one thing we can do, though, is if we wish, we can create a PDF of this report. This can either be then sent on or used in-house, etc. So once we click on that, the PDF's created. We have to wait a short term for it to arrive, and it probably won't on this. Now I think about it, so I probably haven't got. Oh, I have. I beg your pardon. So I didn't think I'd put a template in, but I have. Standard format. So we just download the PDF. It's given the prefix notify for notification, along with its unique number, and obviously saved as a PDF. Once that's downloaded and saved, we can click it, view it in the normal way. And again, this is all created from a template, so it can be altered to suit. And if we scroll down, we've got images, everything else there. Okay, so it's all fairly standard but nicely presented, and how to present it. Okay, so we'll close that off. Just close this off. The other option we have within this screen, we've got two options. We can either archive the notification. So once we're happy that it's been dealt with or that we're not going to need it, it can be archived off. As with other archives, this isn't deleted from the system. It's just marked as not showing. It can be accessed through the archive screens, which is something for a later video. But it does stop them appearing if we, in the current date. Okay. The other option that we have is to email the client. So if we click on that button there, we get a pop-up in the same way as all the others, which we can email the customer notification. Okay, so we're told, if we look on this here, we see that an email has actually already been sent. So when we open this, we're told that resend the notification. The last one was recorded on the 7th of July at 12:11 by myself, and it was actually sent to my Hotmail account. So if an email has been sent, we can see who it was sent, or the time, who it was sent by, and where it was sent. So if you do get a customer saying, "Oh, I never received it," etc., you can just confirm the dates, the times, and an email address where it was sent. Obviously, then we have the ability then to change, the email address. We can put a copy in. We can change the subject, and we can obviously fill in the email body. The report, by the way, is sent as an attachment, exactly the same as if it was sent from the app. It uses the same code on the server, so it's identical. Okay, so if we then, for example, so let's just change that to a different email. And please find the risk hazard. Hi, here is another email with the notification report attached. Kind regards, myself. This, by the way, is auto-populated, and the name is taken directly from the user of the portal at the time, so the correct name would appear for the correct user. Just saves having to type it in. Okay, so we can see there it was sent at 12:11 by myself to that email address. Once we've got the details in, we can click on send. Screen blanks, just lets us know that it's been prepared and sent. This can take a short while. So obviously it has to, especially if there's a lot of pictures, because it has to grab all the pictures and process them all. But once you get that screen up with the green box that you saw up there appear, that has now been sent. Okay, so if I now go back into that email, okay, we can now see that the last one was recorded. The time, by the way, is UTC, which is a universal time, so I just need to correct that so it shows the GMT time. But it was sent by myself, and it was sent to Neil EXG Solutions. So again, you've got a record, you can see who and when it was sent. If no email has been sent already, just send the email. There's obviously no details to fill in. Okay, so quick and easy, you get to see the data that's coming back from the app. I haven't added the ability to alter any of these fields because I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if that's needed. Let me know, obviously, if it is needed, but at the moment they are viewable only, so read only. And if there's anything else that you feel would be needed in this section, obviously let me know. One thing I haven't, I'll just quickly briefly go into. Obviously the report date is for the current month. If you need a report from a previous month, just use the filter. So if we say last month, we know that we need one from June and apply it. Obviously it would show there. There aren't any because the first ones were only done yesterday and today. So as you can see, there are no records. But if we then come back to the current month, we can apply. If there are lots of them and you just want to filter it down, we can go for a current week, which would be all of them because they were all done yesterday. And for example, we can just say we only want them from the 3rd to the 5th and apply. But there again are none. So for example, yesterday and today, have we got any? Yes, we have. So fairly flexible, but by doing it this way, it keeps the data down, especially with the amount of data that comes in, makes finding them very easy. We can as well in always filter, on addresses, You know, if you just want to show the emails that haven't been sent, just choose false, and you'll only get the ones that haven't had an email sent, so easier then to follow up. Okay, or vice versa. We can filter on a postcode. These are all the same postcode, or an engineer. So these are all fully filterable. Okay, and we can also drag a heading up, and this will group them by that field. So for example, if you want to group them by an engineer, you do as I've just done there, drag the engineer up. So if I just take that, it puts them all back. We want to group them by email sent false, email sent true. Okay, so really flexible, can do loads with that. Hope that helps. Feedback as usual would be much appreciated. And as you can see, this is 20 minutes before the England kickoff, so nice quiet time to be able to get this done. Is it coming home? We'll know in a couple of hours probably. Anyway, take care, all the best, speak to you soon. Bye bye.